Well, welcome back. We are finishing up our Matzo Brie recipe with Chef Laura just in time for Passover. And we've taken some butter, we've melted it down, we've sauteed some, is that what you call it, sauteing?
Yeah, we've been sauteing some sweet onions. So they're a lovely golden brown.
I told her, they're looking burned, and her, like the fire in her eyes, I was just teasing her. And
I was just a little worried, yeah. So there you go. Okay, so remember this lovely concoction you put together?
Do
remember what's in here?
A little bit of eggs, and was it a little bit of milk?
A little bit of milk.
And some of your wafer things.
Matzah.
Matzah.
Yes, and a little salt and pepper. So now we're going to cook this baby up, okay? So here's the, so at this point, this is generic, okay? This is pretty much, this is matzo brie. And people can also make it more like a frittata, so it sits up pretty high in a pan if you wanted to, and bake it. But I like doing it as the fried thing. So we just want to cook this long enough until all of our egg has cooked, okay? Now, I use butter today. You could also use oil, or you could use this stuff called schmaltz.
Schmaltz?
Schmaltz, yes.
It sounds like a drink, actually.
Well, you know, it's nothing you'd want to drink. It's basically chicken fat or some other type of animal fat.
Let's not drink that then.
Yeah, so we're not going to use that. But here's the thing. I mean, if you wanted to, you could, instead of adding our smoked salmon like we're going to do, you could take this and serve it with a little bit of sprinkled sugar and cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
And so that's one variation of this. That's very, very traditional.
I made that last year, if I'm not mistaken. If you did, something that was like a matzah with some cinnamon and sugar.
Maybe.
You could put syrup on it if you want to.
I think you're thinking of my haroset. It had cinnamon and grapes and...
It was something sweet like that. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're not going to add this just yet. We're going to add this in about a minute because I want to make sure that this cooks down. But the reason for that is that smoked salmon is already smoked. It's already cooked, if you will. So if we add smoked salmon to a dish and then cook it for a little bit of time, it's going to get kind of nasty. So we don't want to do that. So as you can see, my egg is pretty much set up now. Okay, we don't want to dry it out too much. So this is what traditional matzo brie looks like. And now go ahead and fold in our smoked salmon to this.
Okay.
And we're going to toss that. Let's get all of that out. Do you like smoked salmon?
I love it.
Good. I'm sorry I don't have any olives, though.
Laura?
Yes?
Where does the word schmalti come from?
Schmaltz is a German word, actually. German and Yiddish. So, yes, I'm really showing my true colors as a chef today, aren't I?
And what is Yiddish?
It's a
Jewish
variation of the Germanic language, actually.
Okay.
You know, concocted. You know, it's kind of like, you know.
Like oy vey?
Remember that TV show Zoom where you had, like, you know, you could put words in between the syllables and you made up with whole new words? Okay, let's add our
add some fresh dill.
Let's add our dill. Yep. Dill, smoked salmon, all that good together. And we'll grab our plate so we can plate this up. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
So, but that smells pretty good. And here's the other thing, too. I don't add a lot of salt to this because the smoked salmon's going to have a salty flavor to it. So let's just get this plated to look a little bit more like breakfast.
Pardon my ignorance on this, which I've already demonstrated throughout the last couple of seconds.
Are we getting the fourth question?
We're getting, I think we're the third or fourth question here. Now, this would be served as part of the Passover, but would there be something else with it?
This is a dish you would just serve during Passover, not necessarily the first night, which is the Seder. This is something for the rest of the week. So for breakfast or even for dinner if you wanted to, or for lunch, what have you. So this is a dish in and of itself, not meant to really be part of the Passover Seder.
Okay, fourth and final question, because you said I got four.
You got four.
And
then I'm opening that door for lunch.
Exactly. Well, and then would there be any particular reason why you wouldn't be able to just, if you just enjoy this, eat it, you know, throughout the year, or is this something that's only because of the holiday you would eat?
Well, it depends on what religion you are. If you're Jewish, you definitely aren't going to eat this during the rest of the year unless you are a total lover of matzah. But by the end of 8 days of only eating this because we don't have bread, you just don't even want to look at it until another 364 days have gone by.
Stephanie, they buy matzah by the case. Because that's all. You can't eat anything with flour and bread, so it's just matzah, matzah,
so it's like overkill. So you're done with it. Well, I'm not done with it. This was good.
Yeah,
and the smoked salmon does provide that extra saltiness.
Yep.
I was a little doubtful. I thought, oh, I might need to sprinkle with a little salt, but
nope. And I did add a little fleur de sel just because I could.
Yes.
Per usual.
Delish.
So
delish. I think everybody will love that.
Happy Passover to you.
Thank you very much for educating me. Well, I feel like I could be part of anybody's Passover.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome to our table.
Andy hasn't started planning hers. I asked her the other day, just so you know.
She doesn't know I'm showing up at her table.